this is your chance to talk, see what's going on. But it was about the kiss that you guys had in the corridor in the middle school, okay?
A substitute teacher is in huge trouble after she was allegedly caught red-handed kissing a student.
We have a warrant for your arrest, okay? For it's contributing to the delinquency of a minor. Okay, we got you on video, you guys kissing, being intimate. So I'm gonna need you to stand up, okay?
But after officers cuff her, things go a little off the rails with her family.
My hip and you're Shut up. Have a warrant.
That's what I'm trying to get.
Stop.
Don't
Let it out.
Help.
Get out of my face.
Why
are you in my face like that?
We're breaking down what happened and the sub's response to the allegations that landed her in jail.
So I'm gonna guess I'm going to jail.
You're going to jail.
Thanks so much for joining us on Law and Crime. I'm Elizabeth Millner. This substitute teacher initially denied she was involved with the 15-year-old student. That is until texts between the two revealed so much more.
I did give him my phone number to contact me outside of school for personal reasons, just because I know that coming from a situation where being adopted and stuff, it's not very easy sometimes. So I wasn't giving him like professional advice or anything. I just tried to help him through like some of those emotions that he was going through and how to deal with them.
Okay.
And I told him that if it got worse or because he was having problems and he was wanting to like hurt himself and stuff, I told him that if he was to get to that point, he needed to talk to somebody professional, including the counselor at the school.
Okay, so he disclosed that he wanted to hurt himself?
Yeah, at some point, yeah. He doesn't anymore though.
When he was expressing, and that's okay, but when he was expressing these to you, did he ever say like how he wanted to do it? No, like visions or anything? No. Okay. Was he ever like homicidal in the sense of like, was he ever mad at anybody that he disclosed to?
No.
How's his relationship with his stepmom?
I'm not sure how he feels about it.
Uh-huh.
I know it's rocky sometimes,
okay.
but I don't think it's a
okay.
If it was, I would have said something
yeah,
to
yeah.
the school.
And I don't think so either. I was just kind of worried or wondering like if he liked her or if they got along or if
I have no clue either way.
Do you know who she is?
No.
You don't know who she is?
No. I just know that the guy that he talks more about is Michael and how he's really nice to him. He doesn't really talk about his stepmom, I guess.
And who's Michael? Is that boyfriend of stepmom?
I have
or
no clue what Michael is to her. Or
oh, really? Okay, but
yeah.
Michael
But
he
Michael.
Gets along with?
Yeah. Sorry,
okay.
I'm a little cold.
Oh, no, you're fine. Would you like us to turn the temperature up a little bit?
No, I'm okay.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just cold outside and then coming inside it's gonna take a
Okay,
while.
well, if you get cold, just let us know, okay?
Okay.
Actually, we can. Hey, Chief. Or Sarge. Can we just turn up the temperature just a little bit? Okay, so you met him in class,
Yeah.
gave him the number just to be like a resource for him.
Yeah.
Was that when you first started?
No, this was
Cool, thank you.
like 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago.
Is when this happened?
Yeah.
Okay.
Something like that. It's been a little while.
So
Not really good at dates.
Okay, so we could probably say approximately 3 to 4 weeks.
Yeah.
Okay. And I guess with that being said, how was your guys' conversations?
It was just like normal, like you and I talking. I did set boundaries before we even started talking though.
Okay.
In class and outside of the class, where he wasn't supposed to do anything funny, nothing can happen, because I was married and stuff was like that I didn't mind helping with classwork, talking to him, things like that, because that's, I'm very kind-hearted in that kind of way.
That's a pretty interesting way to describe her alleged disturbing relationship with a 15-year-old boy. So let's break down how we got here. This entire case came to light in November when a middle school student told her principal she saw another student and substitute teacher kissing. The high school, middle school, and elementary school are all near one another. The student who reported this said to her principal at first she just saw the sub and the student hugging. A little strange for sure. And then it became disturbing when she saw them allegedly kissing. That teacher was identified specifically by her red hair as Michaela Ford. This all according to police. After, the boy reportedly walked toward the high school where he was a student, and Michaela stayed at the middle school where she was subbing. Those same details that the student reported to her principal were reportedly confirmed by surveillance video, which allegedly captured the whole thing. Let me ask you something. How much time do you think your business team is wasting buried in spreadsheets, chasing down receipts, and reconciling endless rows of bank statements? Yeah, probably a little too much. That's where Odoo Accounting steps in. Odoo gives users a clean, modern accounting dashboard that shows you exactly what you need. Your bank balances, your cash flow, vendor bills, customer invoices, all in one place. It's intuitive, easy to navigate, and for anyone managing their business's accounting, it's invaluable. You want to know why Odoo will give your business a cutting edge? Odoo uses smart AI with a 98% recognition rate to automatically generate invoices and vendor bills. So all you have to do is just review and validate, and that's it. And their bank reconciliation is next level. Odoo connects with more than 28,000 banks to automatically match your transactions with your financial records to give you pinpoint accuracy, so no more guesswork. Need reports? Well, Odoo's got everything from your balance sheet to your cash flow statements, professionally formatted and instantly accessible. So if you've been doing all of this accounting work manually, you can stop this instant. Automate invoices, vendor bills, and accounting workflow with Odoo today and get a free 15-day trial today at www.odoo.com/lcnewsaccounting and see what your business has been missing with Odoo.
Here with her I stood over here and do you know where our time clock is?
No.
So right outside this door, right where Leonard sits, the time clock's right behind here. So I walked out and stood there while she did, and it said thank you and timed her out. Well,
Okay.
The boy was waiting for her.
Outside?
No, he came into the office.
Oh, really? Okay.
And she was like avoiding any eye contact, no contact. He's looking at me like, and I'm going, well, and Leonard was sitting there, and we're like, there she goes. Let's make sure she leaves.
Do you think, obviously she was tipped off probably, right?
I'm sure.
And that's why she came in here and just threw the cards
I
down?
can assume that.
Yeah. And then she said, don't tell my husband.
She already knew as soon as somebody like me was requiring her. I said, you're
Yeah.
required to come here. Do not pass go, do not collect
Yeah.
$100.
Okay.
I mean, I didn't say that, but I told her
Yeah.
you must come here. So she did. I mean, I can assume a bunch of stuff, but I don't care to be cross-examined by an attorney on whether or not I can prove that she was tipped off.
Yeah, correct. And you said there was 2 videos?
So that's the one I saw. That's
Okay.
all I knew as of that day. And then I called Dr. Sims back, told her I had this, and that she clocked out.
Okay. Sounds good.
That's what I knew from, that was whatever day that was, Wednesday.
Yeah, they had told us that you disclosed everything, so.
That's what I knew. That
Yeah.
was it. And then this is today. I haven't seen this because I've been doing this other stuff.
Okay.
So we'll watch it together.
Have you seen this?
Yes.
Okay.
That's the one that's in the
Do I need to fast forward or just let it run? I mean, it's 4 minutes long, so.
Yeah, they will
There
be
they are.
coming from...
That's them.
Oh, yeah.
So we're in this office over here right now, looking this
Okay.
way, and this is where they are. Hugging him, no?
Yep.
Looks
Yeah.
like to me.
That is very...
Yeah, and you will see when she's facing this way.
Cannot believe she's back on campus over here. She shouldn't be anywhere over across this road.
Yeah, because the elementary
Yeah,
schools,
even if I was going to give her the benefit of the doubt because of her kid being on campus.
there would be no reason that
No
she's on
reason.
this side.
No.
According to the police report, the principal of the school where Michaela was subbing called the teen into her office. He reportedly didn't talk about it until the principal told him that the alleged kiss was caught on camera. And in defense of Michaela, the teen allegedly said, "What do I have to do so she doesn't get in trouble?" When Michaela was confronted, she allegedly said she knew she was in trouble and was just worried about her husband finding out.
She never wanted to articulate or explain the video, right? She just said, don't tell my husband, here's my cards.
I
And
just can't get in trouble for this, and I said, you're aware that this is illegal. You're
Yeah.
aware that this potentially is a felony. You're aware that, and she was like, I just don't want to be in trouble, and I told him not to talk to me, but he started talking to me, and I'm like, well, you can't work here.
Okay, cool.
Like, that was the limit of it.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, you guys drew the line in the sand immediately.
The following day, officers approached Michaela at her home.
Hi, Estancia Police Department.
It's a male.
Yeah, he's already asking what's going on.
There's a male. Hello.
Can I help you?
Yeah, we're looking for Michaela.
Michaela.
Yeah.
Michaela. Come here, baby.
Hi, can we speak with you? So I'm Officer Aragon. This is my Sergeant Duran here. We just need to speak to you.
Okay.
Okay. Who's this?
This is my aunt/mom.
Okay. Would you want her present or?
She can go back inside. This doesn't have to.
Okay.
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
I got it.
If you need me,
Okay.
Do you know why we're here, Michaela?
Yes, I think so.
Why? What do
I
you?
think it might be something to do with what had happened at the school.
Okay.
If I'm correct.
Okay. Yeah. So before we continue, do you have your cell phone?
No.
Where is it at?
In the house.
Can you go get it for us?
Why?
Okay. So we need it. It's for the investigation. Okay. So if you cooperate with us, I know you made a comment to the principal that you don't want your husband to find out. Is that correct?
Well, I'm going through a divorce, so yeah. No, he knows what's going on because I already told him.
Okay. So this could go one or two ways. Okay. You could cooperate and give us your cell phone, or I could pull the search warrant from behind my back and we're gonna go in and get it.
Okay.
So
we're gonna search the whole house. We don't want to have to do that, but we're able to.
and I could provide the search warrant. It's for every cell phone, so I will take every cell phone in the house.
Okay, so can I ask why you're having to take my cell phone? Because it's the only way I can get in contact with my husband and the court.
It's for the investigation of your relationship with the student. Okay.
Well, the relationship with the
Okay.
student isn't.
I don't want to.
happening.
Okay. I don't want to hear that right now. Okay. But that's what I'm telling you with the warrants for. So I need your cell phone, or we're gonna go in and get it.
Okay.
But hold on though. So this is your aunt. Okay, can I have her grab it? I just don't want you to go grab.
Well, with the dogs in there, can I just let her know?
Yeah, I'm gonna be right here though.
Okay, thank you.
What's your name?
Ray?
What's your
Ray?
name? Ree. Go.
Not while he's stroking my dog. Shut
Yeah.
it real quick.
Can you grab? Can you call Ree?
Be polite.
Can you
Shut my door
can you
wide
call
or
Ree?
I'm my dog.
Can you call Ree for us?
It's because of the dogs. The dogs are very not friendly, so I understand what he says. He's not friendly either, just the dogs are.
Yeah. Why don't they lock him in a room though if we're out here?
Because the dogs, they don't usually do that kind of stuff.
Okay.
But yeah.
Will you stand over there? What kind of phone do you have?
Samsung?
A Samsung? Excuse me. Could you grab her phone for her, please? What color is it?
Her brother's gonna get it.
Okay.
It's okay.
We're just we have dogs in here,
Yeah.
and if they get out
Uh-huh.
and out of my yard,
Yeah.
I'll be very pissed off.
Yeah. Well, would you lock them in the room for us since you know we're here?
I have the one locked in the cage.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not locking my little two up.
Okay.
They're old and they're blind,
Okay.
and they have happy bladder, which is why we keep the gate closed.
Mm-hmm.
Would you like me to shut it?
That would be very nice. Thank you.
Is this it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay. We're just gonna finish talking to her. Okay. So here's a search warrant. Like I said, you can have a copy.
Okay.
So here's the other thing. Is it password
Yes.
protected? So you could give us the password so we could go through, do our investigation, or we're going to take it to the FBI building and get it dumped either way. So we're going to go through it. It's if you want to cooperate, try and get it back quicker.
I can unlock it really quick if you guys
Yeah.
don't mind.
And we're just looking to make sure nothing's being deleted, okay?
Okay.
No.
Okay.
Do you want me to here? I was
I'm
gonna
gonna
take
put it
off
in
the,
airplane mode. Look, and I'm going to.
I was just gonna take off the passcode really quick. if guys
Can you
don't
just
mind.
give us the passcode?
I can just keep it unlocked.
Okay, so at this point, we have to preserve any evidence, anything we're looking for in our investigation,
You
okay?
can watch me do it. I promise I won't delete anything. I will do it from the screen. Watch.
Once they collected Michaela's phone for evidence, officers dropped the bomb. She was going to be arrested, but her reaction was surprisingly calm given the allegations.
We have a warrant for your arrest,
Okay.
okay? For it's contributing to the delinquency of a minor. Okay, we got you on video, you guys kissing, being intimate. So I'm gonna need you to stand up, okay?
You
Place your
have
hand.
shoes? Let's
I
get you
can
some shoes.
Get some shoes.
Oh, you can't go back inside.
Okay, can I have get them from you then?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is gonna go with
I'll
you.
tell
No,
you.
no, no, come here. I need you to place your hands behind your back. Do you have any weapons on you?
Hello?
Anything that's gonna stick or poke me?
But things took a turn during her arrest with her family inside the house.
one more time. You open my door one more time. You do not have a warrant. It has not been served to me.
Hey,
We do have a warrant.
Not for
Calm
me
down.
or my
Get him back or I will arrest him.
Push me
Hey, back
again.
up
That's
out of
an
my face,
assault.
though. Back up out of my
I
face.
ain't moved from my
have
house,
a
dude. I'm old and I've broken my hip and you're assaulting me.
Shut up. Have a warrant.
That's what I'm trying to get.
Stop.
Don't
Cut it
want
out.
help.
Get out of my face.
We told
Why are
him
you
he
in
had a
my
warrant,
face like that?
and he assaulted my
are
servants.
not
Back
authorized
off.
to
We have
my
a search warrant for your house.
Oxygen and incident and all. I'm not. Stop it. You're upsetting my
And I
entire
was
fucking
not
house.
in your face.
Yes, you were in my face.
I was at my door and I never left my door.
And I didn't even open your door. I'm trying to ask you to get her shoes. And you're acting like a fool. We're trying to get her shoes and do this calm. But why are you
There are
escalating
3
this?
male officers against
And
one
what did
female
I show you? We had a search
patient.
warrant.
Will you grab her shoes?
We have a search warrant. You wanted to see
are
it,
intimidating
I'm not
to
intimidating
a
anything.
female.
so you were not
Who's had a
intimidating when you
hard-
stepped up to my sergeant.
He knows me. I've had it.
I
I've
don't
talked
know
to him
you.
more than once.
I don't even know you.
I'm old. I'm on oxygen. I'm diabetic.
We just need some shoes for her.
You need to
Yes,
go my
but
arm.
don't need
You've already
to
Are you
tried
gonna
to
calm
break my
down?
arm.
I didn't try to
No.
break
If we stand you
You've
up,
already tried to break my arm.
Okay, well just hang out there then. We're gonna be out of here in a second.
You also need to let go of my
Interrupt
wrist.
me. Why would I do that? Because you're being an asshole to me.
okay. So when we
There
out-
is no
so
female
when I-
officers involved in this situation.
There's a female officer right there.
There wasn't when I stepped up now.
I'm right here. Hello.
Oh, hello, Miss Stephanie. How have you been?
I'm all right. How are you?
Oh, not very happy right now, considering this idiot just opened up my door without authorization
We have a
twice,
search warrant, okay?
and
I
without
didn't-
presiding to me with a warrant,
Appreciate a knock on
plus
the
a
door.
rush
did.
on me, 2 of me.
He knocked on the door. We're on body cam, and he opened the door. So if you want to see that,
There
you can
is
request the video.
2 officers that have attacked an elderly gentleman under your control right now.
Right. Okay. So file a complaint.
And as of right now,
Go ahead,
I'm
if you want to.
probably filing charges against the whole city
good.
and
You might
these
get
2
charged,
officers personally.
Can I finish reading the fucking warrant?
We're gonna be out here if you need anything.
What I
I am charging them with assault,
Okay.
and I will expect you to arrest him and that little right over there.
Yeah. She has the search warrant. Hey, Sarge, let's.
Yeah.
So we're just gonna get out of here. Okay. Just for scene safety, I'm gonna read you your Miranda rights, right? So that way you're aware of that. If you want to talk to me at that point, we can. Just remember, anything said by you at this point, you haven't been read Miranda, okay? So I just want to protect your constitutional rights. Sorry it ended that way. Tried showing him the search warrant. That's your uncle?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's not very nice sometimes. I'm sorry.
It's okay. So just so you know, this is your arrest warrant, okay? Contributing to delinquency of a minor. I'll explain that all to you when we get there if you want to read it. Obviously, this is your copy, okay? So just sit tight. Let's just get out of here before it gets any crazier, okay?
Just have them make sure to get my son.
What time does he get out?
They know what time.
They know what time?
Just let them know to still get my son because I don't need him involved in this.
It's unclear what happened back at Michaela's home with her uncle because she was taken to the police station for her interrogation.
Reason we're here, okay, we were notified last week of what was caught on the camera. I don't know. I know the principal tried talking to you guys from what she said. Obviously, I wasn't there, right? So this is your chance to talk, see what's going on. But it was about the kiss that you guys had in the corridor in the middle school, okay? So with that being said, you know, we have the warrant for your arrest for, you know, contributing to the delinquency of a minor, him being 15, okay? With that being said, I'm just going to ask you some questions, right? Try to figure out what's going on, how you guys met, everything in between. With your Miranda being read, at any point you want to stop talking, that's your right to do so, okay? As long as you're aware of that, okay? So, what's the, when did you become a substitute there?
At the end of August.
Of this year?
Yes.
Okay. And you were hired as a substitute with Estancia, right?
Yes.
Okay. Was that through elementary, middle school, and high school, or was it just for a specific grade?
It was for all because I needed somebody for all at the moment.
Okay.
Due to my request was technically only for lower and upper elementary.
Okay.
But because of the situation that had happened at one point, I guess I had said something that I wasn't supposed to, but I don't remember that conversation. I'll be honest, I don't remember that conversation at all. I talked to Miss Annette and we decided to move me to middle school and high school for a little while until it was safe for me to go back down.
Okay. All right. And you don't remember what that was about?
No.
Okay.
All I know is that I guess I had said something while I was at Valley, which is where I had worked I was working for both. I guess I had said something about a student to a grandparent in front of the parent. I don't know the whole conversation.
Oh, okay. And they got like offended or something?
Yeah.
Or, okay. And Valley Express, how long did you work there? Or do you still work there?
I don't work there no longer.
How long have you worked there?
3-4 months.
Okay.
Had by that time.
So you started probably what, summertime, I would imagine?
April.
April of this year? Okay.
And I quit at the end of August, so.
And you quit in August when you started the substitute?
A little after, just because the lady who was making the schedule didn't want to work around Miss Annette for the scheduling for the school, so.
Okay.
The story of how Michaela and the 15-year-old met was a disturbing cliche, one we see far too often. She was subbing for one of his classes and allegedly gave him her number, but she claims it was for a reason.
Just started talking because he was one of the kids that was still left in the class during advisory. We just started talking. I did give him my phone number to contact me outside of school for personal reasons, just because I knew that coming from a situation where being adopted and stuff, it's not very easy sometimes. So I wasn't giving him like professional advice or anything. I was just trying to help him through like some of those emotions that he was going through and how to deal with them.
Okay.
And I told him that if it got worse or because he was having problems and he was wanting to like hurt himself and stuff, I told him that if he was to get to that point, he needed to talk to somebody professional, including the counselor at the school.
Okay, so he disclosed that he wanted to hurt himself?
Yeah, at some point, yeah. He
Did-
doesn't anymore, though.
Okay, so you met him in class,
Yeah.
gave him the number just to be like a resource for him.
Yeah.
Was that when you first started?
No, this was,
Cool, thank you.
like 3 weeks ago, 3-4 weeks ago.
Is when this happened?
Yeah.
Okay.
Something like that. It's been a little while.
So
Not really good at dates.
Okay, so we could probably say approximately 3 to 4 weeks?
Yeah.
Okay. And I guess with that being said, how was your guys' conversations?
It was just like normal, like you and I talking. I did set boundaries before we even started talking, though,
Okay.
in class and outside of the class, where he wasn't supposed to do anything funny, nothing can happen, because I was married and stuff was like that I didn't mind helping with classwork, talking to him, things like that, because that's, I'm very kind-hearted in that kind of way.
Okay.
I just don't want somebody to fail on account that they don't know the information and stuff like that.
Okay. And when you say like normal conversations and setting boundaries, did it ever get to the point where
he'd never expressed how he felt with me, for me at least.
Yeah.
I told him that it would never happen, for the boundaries, that it would never happen because I knew the laws. I did make sure before I even started talking to the older kids that I knew the laws, because I know you have to be 16 for consent or something like that. But I'm not going there because I wanted to work with my relationship with my husband, since we've already had a rocky, couple months before that.
Okay.
And I wanted to make it work for him and my son. But then last week he did what he did, and I wasn't,
Okay.
I was not comfortable with it, I'll be honest with you.
Okay. And so, if we're gonna go there,
And then
which is fine. Go ahead. You can keep talking.
And then yesterday, Miss Sims and I did talk again because he hugged me. I gave him a hug to tell him that I was no longer talking to him, outside of everything because of the situation, and to further myself from that whole thing, because I don't need that problem. I didn't want this to happen, actually.
Okay.
Because I'm being smart, and I did told him yesterday that I was no longer going to be talking to him, that my number is still there if he wants to talk to me, but don't expect me to answer, because I needed to look for another job. I was, trying to think about my son, my divorce, things like that, because me and my husband are trying to work out the situation before my son and not actually go through with that divorce, but we did file just in case.
Okay. What was the conversation with him yesterday? How did he take it? Was he pretty upset?
He didn't seem like he was upset. He just gave me a full frontal hug, and I told him that I needed to go because it was before school, and Miss Sims talked to me yesterday about if I did it again, that she was going to call the police on me and stuff like that, which I understood.
Okay.
I was like, but she didn't know that I was telling him that he wasn't allowed to talk to me because I didn't want to fight with her because I didn't want that situation. I don't like confrontation.
Okay. And not saying you did anything wrong or anything like that, okay? When, when the kiss took place, how come you didn't disclose that to the school?
It was at lunch, and I knew
Okay.
that there was cameras, so I knew that they were already going to say something. I did go talk to the principal 10 minutes before the bell rang at the end of the day, just because I was working on, I was the extra / sub for Miss Baca from the middle school.
Okay.
So I was on her schedule. I wasn't even on a like specific schedule. I was on her schedule. So
Okay.
I was like, okay, I'll just go talk to her. At the end of the day, explain what had happened. I told her that because of the situation, I was not comfortable, and that I was actually leaving that day because I didn't. My divorce was not putting me in the right mindset anyway. I kind of figured that out by lunch, and I was like, I did sit and talk to him at lunch because of the situation.
Michaela told the investigator she and the boy would normally meet during lunch, and she went to great lengths to make it seem like their relationship was normal, even though he was a teenager and she was twice his age.
Usually with a bunch of kids in the class, not ever alone. I always made sure it was in a public area if I could, just so that way there wasn't any questions
Okay.
about me dating a student, which I'm not. I promise you I'm not.
Okay. So when you said that day you went, you realized that you didn't want to work for the schools anymore because of your divorce?
It was mostly for my divorce because during like the mid portion of the day, the morning / mid portion of the day, I just kept like thinking back to that. I wasn't really there. I was more dealing with my own stuff.
Okay.
And what it'll affect with my kid and stuff like that. And so my mindset wasn't already on the kids, and for me that's not okay. The kids should come first in that situation.
She claims when she was confronted by school officials, she told them that she was taken by surprise that the 10th grader kissed her.
Because I was not comfortable and I didn't want it to happen again. I didn't want to be dragged to jail.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. And I told her that it was mostly because I was not in the right mindset because I was dealing with my divorce. And then she called Miss Annette to see if she could take my badges, and I could clock out and go home for the day.
She stated that you made a comment that you didn't want your husband to find out, or please don't tell my husband.
I said that because I was going to go tell him. I tell my husband everything.
Okay.
I just didn't want her to call my husband and surprise him with all the information.
Okay.
Just because my husband is, more protective of me than he should probably be sometimes. And I didn't want him to go do something he would regret later.
Like going after this kid?
Yeah. My husband's not in the right mindset as it is, so sometimes.
So your husband is aware?
Yes, he is aware that it had happened and that it wasn't supposed to. He knew that I was talking to him when I first started it. Even tutoring him. I had tutored him a couple days, 1 week, because he was struggling with some of the math. And I told my husband about it, and he knew, and I would come home at a specific time. I always gave a specific time of when I'd be home, or approximately when I'll be home because of the drive. I don't normally drive by myself because I'm not licensed.
Okay.
So it's always a little...
where would you tutor him at?
His house, but his parents was home. So,
okay,
They should have been home.
So at his house?
Yeah.
And how often was that when you were helping him out with the schoolwork?
It was only like twice.
Twice total, or like
total.
twice a week, or?
Twice total.
Okay.
Like it was only 2 times, and after that I wasn't really comfortable doing it.
And why was that?
Just I don't feel comfortable in other people's houses to begin with. I'm not a people person. I don't like a whole lot of people. I try to stick to myself. So it's a little weird.
Okay. And what were you tutoring him on?
Just math.
Math?
Algebra, I think it was. He was struggling to get the grade up, and I guess he had failed it last year or something like that. I don't know.
Okay, so you're just helping him out with that?
Yeah, it was just homework.
Okay. When you were telling your husband that you were working with him and tutoring him, what was his response to that?
His response was to be careful, to not let it happen, to stay like 6 feet from the person.
Okay.
Just because he knew that this kind of stuff could happen, and he didn't want me to get in trouble. Just for being a good person, I guess.
Again, not a way I would describe it. Michaela claimed that the 2 times she went over to tutor the 15-year-old, it was awkward, and she didn't want to go back.
Did he ever ask you afterwards, like, why you left or what happened?
No,
nothing like that?
He was more mad that I quit. He was more mad that I quit, and the only reason he found out was when I left. The principal and I was talking. He was in the office, so that's the only reason he knew.
And who was he upset with?
I think more of himself, if I had to guess, because I really don't know. I think it was more at himself.
Okay.
Because he I think he would felt that it was his fault that I was losing my job, because he thought I might have gotten fired even though I was the one who quit.
Okay. So he was in the office when you guys were having that meeting?
Yeah. Well, it was like at the end of the day, so it was the bell rang, and so I was trying to go home to pick up my kid from school.
Oh, okay. Is he normally in the office, or why was he there?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
No, no worries. I apologize for that. Everybody wants to talk at one time. Okay, so like I said, so then we were called in, obviously, right? I guess Mrs. Sims had contacted another one of our officers regarding the situation.
Yeah. It was a big no-no, so I understood why.
When the investigator questioned her on why she didn't report it if she felt so uncomfortable, she claimed she was going to.
And I was going to talk to her anyway at the end of the day about the going and leaving and stuff like that.
Okay.
And I was going to talk to her then about it anyway, just because I already had a schedule I had to keep, and Miss Baca decided that I could do it 10 minutes before the bell rang, just so that way I could be out on time. Because I did ask her about that, and she's like, yeah, you need to definitely go see her now. And I was like, well, I already knew that, I just needed to talk to her anyway.
Okay, so the kiss didn't concern you?
No.
It was more
of why I wanted to know why he did it, but I didn't want to ask him directly.
Okay.
I don't think I will ever find out why, which is fine.
Do you think you put yourself in a spot that welcomed a kiss?
I probably did, just by being kind and trying to help somebody who really needs it, honestly.
Yeah. Yeah, and I don't think nobody's questioning that he needs help, right?
Yeah.
I think we could all agree that he needs help for sure.
I just was trying to be that person to be there. But like I told him when I first started this, that if he talked about hurting himself, hurting somebody else, or him being in danger, I would say something.
Okay.
But anything else he said to me was really confidential. Again, it was mostly just about his and how his homework was doing, and I would always make sure that he was okay with his homework. Just because I am a sub, I do like to make sure that the kids don't fail.
Okay.
And I would do it for any kid, honestly. It
Okay.
wasn't just him. I would have done it for any kid.
When you first started talking to did you know how old he was?
Yes.
Okay.
I kind of figured when he was a 10th grader, he'd be about 15-ish.
Okay. So you knew he was in 10th grade?
Yeah.
So then the next morning you went over, that's when you were hugging him at the middle school.
Yes, yesterday morning I let him give me a hug, and I told him that I would never talk to him again. This was the last time he'd ever see me or speak with me at this point, because I did not want the situation.
Okay.
Michaela at first claimed that there was nothing inappropriate investigators would find on her end when it came to the text on her phone.
Pictures, emails, videos.
Just pictures, baby, because he did send me a couple.
What pictures, you could be honest?
One of him standing in a mirror.
Okay. Any inappropriate pictures?
No.
Were there any sent?
No.
Because you know we can retrieve all that, right?
Oh,
So.
No.
So Michaela, okay.
I think I might have sent him one that wasn't appropriate, but it wasn't meant for him. I did delete it afterwards just because I didn't need anything strange going on. It was not meant for him. It's meant for my husband, but I think that might be the only thing.
Okay. And was any return from him?
Not that I'm aware of. Again, I didn't notice just because I don't keep track of everything.
Okay. So
Hi.
you know this isn't my first day in law enforcement, right? Okay.
That's what I'm just saying. I don't know if there was any that
Okay.
wasn't
What
because I
was-
don't open homes.
What? That's fine. What was the picture that was accidentally sent to him?
Just me without my shirt.
Okay.
So nipples exposed.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Um, any of your vagina, butt, nothing like that. Okay.
And like I said, it was just meant for my husband. It was just accidentally sent to the wrong person.
And you're not aware if he sent you any of his genitalia, anything like that. Did you guys ever have intimate messages like sexting, things like that?
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay. Not that you're aware of, so there may be.
He might have sent something, but again, I don't answer all of the messages.
Okay.
Because
And
I
if
was
you
more focused with my husband and everything, so I
Okay.
could just be totally wrong. I could have sent something else to him that could have been mistaken as sexting and things like that. I'm not 100% sure. I'm gonna be completely honest.
Okay.
I don't really remember.
So none that you remember that he
Yeah.
was like, hey, let's go have sex, or
Yeah.
hey,
Like, I
your,
don't remember
your,
a whole lot.
your breasts look good, anything like that. Did he compliment or say anything when you sent it to him?
I don't think he did, but I'm not 100% sure. I
Okay.
will be honest with you.
What was did you ever tell your husband you accidentally sent him?
No, because my husband was there when it was sent, so he was already there and he knew that it wasn't meant for him. It was actually meant for my husband, and he saw me do it, so
Okay.
my husband already knew. I didn't have to tell him.
Okay. So what was your, and like I said, I'm taking what you're saying for face value, okay? So I appreciate that. What forms did you guys communicate through text message?
Just mostly text messages, and then every once in a while, if he couldn't get the phone to work, his phone to actually send stuff in Messenger.
Okay, and that was through Facebook, right?
Yeah.
What other social media accounts do you have?
Instagram.
Instagram?
Yeah.
What else?
That's it.
No Snapchat, we're not gonna, when we do a phone dump, we're not gonna find anything like that?
No, I don't have a Snapchat. I haven't used it in a while. I might have downloaded it a couple of times, but I don't really use it a whole lot.
Okay, but is it on your phone?
No.
Okay.
I know there's a story that I was trying to write that wasn't finished, that was actually about the situation, actually.
Okay.
But it wasn't meant as how I feel, because it's not how I feel. I just needed to get it out somehow, and that's how I do it, was by writing.
Okay, and you sent that to who?
I didn't send it. It's through my notes.
Oh,
my
so it's
phone.
in your notes?
It's in my notes. I'm just letting you guys know. It was a story that I was expressing, and I think I did send that to him as well. I
Okay,
have,
so
again, I don't
in your
remember.
so in notes you just had a story of how you felt.
Yeah, about the situation. It's not completely done. I was gonna redo it later.
Okay, and
just
you
because I was doing it in the moment and in the time.
okay, and you maybe sent it to him. Not
Yeah,
sure.
I could have sent it.
And would that
to
been
him.
through like text message or okay? I'll just put maybe sent. Unsure. So like I said, so you see where being honest, right, helps out.
I'm trying to be as honest and cooperating as I can. 'Cause
Yeah.
I
Was
know
there
the
any,
situation.
I know girls with best friends or, sometimes they're very open.
Yeah,
right?
I'm very open with my
Did
best friend, so yeah.
You guys send each other pictures?
Not with not like that, no.
Okay. No trying on clothes, sending it to her,
No.
saying how I look in this.
No.
You know what I'm trying to
No.
get at?
Yeah,
okay.
no, I don't do a whole lot of that kind of stuff. Because
Okay.
I don't feel comfortable with it most of the
Okay,
time.
that's fine.
So.
So other than those forms, the messages, pictures, like I said, I'll go through them, and then if I have questions, I'll ask you. You can tell me whether or not it was meant for him or not.
Michaela revealed she was honest with other family members, too, about what happened, even at points comparing their relationship to big sister or little brother. But it probably didn't help rumors were circulating around school that she and the 10th grader were reportedly dating.
Or was it more like a girlfriend role?
Sisterly role, just because mom's just, that's a little weird, especially since I didn't know how he felt about his own parents or his step parents or his adopted parents or whatever they are at this point.
Okay.
So I was just trying to be more of a sister. I would normally call him like my adopted brother just because I didn't want people to think we were dating, because we weren't, because he did talk to me a lot.
So would you tell other people that you guys were adopted?
Adopted, just that way it wasn't like super weird, and that he was more like my brother. And I explained that to the principal too. It's like I only see him as a brother and not anything more.
Were there kids or anybody that questioned it, or who would you say that he was adopted to? Just anybody that would ask?
Anybody who would ask the relationship.
He would say that, you would say that he's your adopted brother, he would say you're his adopted sister?
Yeah.
Okay. And how was that established? Who did you guys both agree to that?
We both agreed to that because I didn't want
it to be weird?
Yeah, and I knew that there was a rumor going around the school that he was dating me, and I was like, that's not true. I don't know who started that, but I knew that was going around because somebody had asked me about it, and I was like, no.
And then that's when you guys said, we'll just go with the adopted.
Yeah, because that way there was no confusion, and that way when people saw us talking, it wouldn't be like
weird. They would just say brother, sister.
Yeah, talking and having a conversation. That was all it was supposed to be
until everything happened on Wednesday.
Yeah, and then I kind of was like very uncomfortable, so I kind of didn't want to, be drawn back into stuff like that. And temptation goes away and stuff like that.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm just really nervous now.
You're okay. You're okay. Like I said, the honesty goes a long way, right? I mean, like I always try and tell people, the more honest you are with us, the easier it is for us to do what we need to do, right? Yeah. The DAs see it, like when you start going through like the prosecution and stuff, the DAs, they will ask if who's like, are they being cooperative, right? Because if we get people that aren't cooperative, nobody's going to want to go out on a limb to try and help them out, right? Yeah. If they need help or anything like that.
I'm just like, I'm a little nervous now.
Okay. And like I said, at any point, you know your rights, okay? So once we kind of got all that, you said your aunt kind of knew, she didn't know about the messages.
Yeah.
Your husband knew about everything, so he's not going to be surprised if we contact him.
Michaela claimed nothing beyond the kiss happened.
You can't remember anything. What would be the physical interaction that you would...
Touching?
Touching?
Like touching maybe his hand or...
Touching...
Like his shoulder or something.
What else?
That's about it that I can think of, but again, I'm not sure.
Okay.
I'm going to be honest, I'm not sure, because mentally I have not been here. I'm going to be completely
So
honest.
Is there a chance that he could say you guys had sex and you just don't remember having it?
No.
No?
I would remember if I had sex with him.
Okay. And what about seeing each other's private parts?
Again,
is there a chance?
There could have been a chance that he saw, or he sent me something, but I would not.
Okay.
Besides this, and I'm going to be honest, it was this.
Yeah, you've been forthcoming with that. And you
and
said, and I
know
wrote
there's
it down.
A couple of them that they were meant for my husband that were just sent to the completely wrong person. Again, my husband was there.
So all of them were meant for your husband?
Yeah, there should have only been 2. Should have only been 2, if I'm remembering that one correctly.
So only 2 maybe, but they were meant for your husband?
Yes.
And that was through what, just the text message?
Yeah. Or photos.
Would it still be in your photos?
One of them might have been, but the other one shouldn't be. Because I delete my photos pretty regularly. Just because I need to keep the room.
So just updating it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Then a few minutes later, Michaela changed her tune.
Was consensual on some of the stuff, but again, I haven't really necessarily been here, so
and what would that be?
Making those decisions aren't probably the right one.
That's fine. And what would that be? Consensual of what?
Maybe the sexting.
Okay, the sexting.
At least that part, because again, I know kids.
Michaela, I'm not here to judge you one bit, okay? So
I'm gonna say that, and just like touching his shoulder maybe, and that's about it. Again,
touching shoulder.
Yeah. I don't really try to touch people, just in general.
Okay.
Just to be honest, I was consented on the hugs, just because
hugs.
I give all kids hugs. It doesn't matter what age you are. Just because a lot of them will come up and just frontal hug me all the time, and so I consent to that because I like hugs and I like people to be able to enjoy their days.
Okay. And what would the sexting consist of? What was
something I would send to my husband.
Okay.
That kind of stuff. And
what's like a normal example? Like I said, you're never, and here I tell people, because sometimes they get embarrassed, right? There's nothing I've seen or heard in this profession.
Again, I don't know what he would have sent, but for me, it would have just been like describing how I'd have sex with my husband, but like putting it in first person.
Okay.
Just because it's not as awkward.
Okay.
In first person than it is in third. I'll be honest with that. Just like that kind of stuff.
Okay.
Just how I would have sex with my husband, just to clear my own mind
And you meant it for him?
No.
You were just a general conversation.
Just in general
okay.
conversation. I'm just saying that.
No. Yeah, I just need to make sure that's.
And if he sent me anything, it's just probably I
Okay.
consented to it just so that way he gets stuff off of his mind.
Okay.
I don't know anything else than
Okay.
that. I'm gonna be honest. But most of it I did consent to, like the hugging, the touching his
And the
shoulders,
sexting and stuff.
and
What about
the sexting? That's about it. But the pictures, no.
Okay. Did he ever touch your breast?
No.
Did you guys ever talk about him touching your breast, your private parts?
No. Again, the sexting part, maybe he did, but again,
Okay.
I'm not 100% sure.
And did you ever compliment on his pictures?
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay.
I'm gonna be honest, not that I'm aware of, because I don't know if he sent me any.
Okay. Never complimented on his penis, anything like that?
And if I did, it was probably out of mistake. A mistake that had probably happened, not thinking clearly.
According to the police report, when officers searched her phone, the 15-year-old had Michaela's name listed as my angel, and Michaela's name for him was my hero.
I just put it under my hero because that's the song I was listening to at the time.
There were multiple photos in his phone of Michaela, including 2 topless photos of her, one of them kissing, and then there's the texts, some of which I can't even read in full, but they revealed a whole lot more, including the 2 of them talking about when they would have anal sex again. The 2 referred to themselves as husband and wife and said I love you throughout all of their conversations. The 15-year-old even allegedly messaged a friend confirming that he performed oral sex on her, and the 2 had sex at school so he wouldn't get caught at home. In her police interview, she owned up to deleting the messages.
The reason I deleted them was because I usually just delete them automatically. I don't, keep my messages, but, yeah, that is, like, the main reason. Like I said, that's just a sticker.
Yeah, I'm just checking. Okay.
So, I don't have anything to hide, I'm going to be honest. I didn't really have anything to hide. I just delete things just to make sure that the phone stays, up and working properly like it should be. Okay, I guess I'm going to jail.
You're going to jail. Okay, you guys are even talking about, does everyone know you're dating? Okay, so I was nice, right? I'm past the point of being, I'm always going to be respectful, but I'm past that point, okay? I gave you your opportunity. You're not talking about your husband. You're not talking to your husband. We both know who you're talking to. You're talking to okay? There would be no context why you and your husband would be talking about why the school knows you guys are dating. You guys aren't in school. You're 30 years old, and you're married. You're not dating, correct? So can we cut that act now and saying at least what's on this conversation? I'm not talking about previous ones, but what you guys are talking about right now, everything was meant towards just like everything was meant towards you. Is that correct?
At this point, yes.
Okay. I'm not talking about the Instagram. I'm not talking about photos, right? Because obviously there's no photos here. But this, right?
At this point, yes.
Okay. Anything you want to elaborate to anything that's been said? It's pretty much everything from yesterday. You don't want to elaborate on any of that?
Shortly after, Michaela was carted off to jail.
You need help?
Oh, I can get down?
Yeah.
I can help.
We're just going to walk right over here.
Michaela Ford now faces charges including enticement of a child, criminal sexual contact of a minor, contributing to the delinquency of a minor, plus more. Michaela later bonded out of jail and pleaded not guilty to her charges. Online records show she's scheduled to have a jury trial in November. Thanks so much for joining us here on Law&Crime. I'm Elizabeth Millner.